Hey, welcome back. In this video, I'm going to be going through how you can add employee directly without having to send them a link. And this is good for when your employee doesn't have access to the computer, or when you know your employee has some difficulties to be able to completely onboard on them on their hand. And what you want to do is once the onboarding is done, they're still going to get a link. The link is going to prompt them to create a password, which is what they're going to use on their hand to sign into the account. And they can manage their information and anything from going forward. So it's really important that the employee have access as well, because that's where they're going to be getting their pay slip. If they leave your organization and go to another organization, they should be able to come back in, log into the account, get the pay slip. And let's say tomorrow they decide they want to change the bank account where the salary is paid into, they can just go there and update all of those things without having to go through your HR or go through you to update that information. So here I'm gonna click to add an employee. There are different ways you can do that. You can click on here, or you can go to the employee directly here and click it. So what I'll do, I'll just click it here. And as you can see here, we have two tabs. This is the one that say add their details now. This is where you add the details of the employee. If you want, you can have the details, and I'm just gonna add some details right here. So let's just say I'm just gonna make up the name. Let's say let's put John, and this do Ken, and we can just do John Kane. That's just the Gmail. And for the position, we can just do, maybe we can do accountant, right? And like it's default to Nigeria. The nationality is Nigerian by default, and you can type whatever you want there. And right here, let's do 150, right? So here you're gonna decide what kind of employee is this person. Is this person office based? That means that do they go to office, or is he online or remote? I'm just gonna leave it office based. Then you select the states, and which the employee is working out of from. So this is very important, right? We have some of our clients that their employee are based in different state other than the registered state where the company is registered itself. So this one you want to put it where they stay actually stay. Let's say your company is registered in Lagos, and the employee is working remotely and they stay in Abuja, right? You want to put Abuja here. So I'm just gonna do maybe Oyo State here, and the start dates, right? The start date is basically saying that, okay, when does this employee start, right? So if I leave it as today, that means that the employee is actually starting today, right? If the employee is going to start in the future, I can adjust it to know what date they're going to start in the future. And if the employee had already started and you just onboarding into our system, it would be better for you to choose the first of the month. So, and this is why, because the system is going to prorate the pay based on the date. For example, now, if the employee is starting today, right, the employee payment is going to be calculated based on like Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, right? The next one is going to be a new month. And once this is prorated, this is what the employee is going to be paid for July. So you want to adjust the date accordingly based on your business. Um, and here is where you put the NIN for the employee. Now, if they get a link to do all of this, you don't have to do this, right? You're only doing this because you want to onboard them into the system yourself. You don't want them to have. You want them to be active without having to wait on them before they can finish the onboarding on their hand. And again, even as you're doing this, they're still going to get the link to create their password, and they can still go into their account and manage their account. So here I'm going to blur the screen, and I'm going to just put um, NIN in. And as you put in there, you want to put the bank account as well. You get a bank account. You must have this information before you can do it. You put your bank account, it's going to validate that. And once it validate that, it's going to ask you to confirm, right? And you will do that. Then once that is done, then all you have to do is just scroll down. And if you scroll down, you can see the breakdown here. It gives you the breakdown and things. And what you have to do is just, you can do add and activate. And once you do this, it's going to add the user, and the user is going to be activated. And this is how you add user directly and make them active immediately without having to wait until they finish the onboarding on their hand. Yeah. Thank you very much. I'll see you in the next video.